Okay, good morning, Junior 6. Today we're gonna have Unit 5 in the time for English syllabus. It's called In Town. Let's start by reading the words first. Number one, we have seat. Seat is a noun. What does it mean, the word seat? Okay, seat, it's like a chair but much bigger. Okay, like the one that we sat on in the park, and like the one that we sat on in the hospital and so on. Okay, and this is, for example, this is a picture of a seat, or how does a seat look like? And then after this, we have cold, today, degree. We use the word degree in order to speak about the temperature of the weather. Like when I say, for example, today is very cold, it's 10 degrees. And then after this, we have rain, maybe, cloudy, family, bird, medicine. Okay, the word medicine is a noun. Medicine is what you take when you're sick in order to feel better. And then museum, bread, speech. What does it mean, the word speech? The word speech is a group of words that you say in front of other people. Like, for example, when I tell you that the teacher is going to give a speech about keeping our school clean today, it means that the teacher is going to speak in front of the students, or is going to say some words about this topic, okay, about how to keep the school clean. For example, we have a picture. Okay, this is the, just one second, yeah. Okay, here we have a person, and this person is giving a speech in front of other people. Okay, it means that he's speaking, or he's saying some words about a certain topic. For example, how to keep the environment clean, okay, how to have a good society, and so on. And then after this, what do we have next? And the word speech, of course, it's a noun. And then after this, we have fine, flu. Flu, it's a noun. What does it mean, the word flu? Flu, it's a disease where you feel that you're very hot when you have fever. Okay, fever, it means being very hot, when you feel that you're very hot. And when you cough and when you sneeze a lot and so on, and you feel that you cannot do anything and you cannot breathe well. So this is the meaning of the word flu. And of course, a lot of people have flu during winter, right? And then after this, what do we have? We have here serious. Serious, it's an adjective. What does it mean when I say that my sister is very sick and it's serious? It means that she has to see a doctor, she has to go to the hospital. Okay, so the word serious equal the word dangerous. And then better, good, take care, tonight, late, letter, water, bottle, pie, like the apple pie and the lemon pie and so on. And then we're gonna read this together. Have a seat. It's starting to rain, and of course I use the pronoun it in order to speak about the weather. I'd better go home. What does it mean, I'd better? I'd better, it means had better. Had better. And you have to know that after had better, we put the verb in the infinitive form. I said I'd better go home, not goes, not going, not went. So after had better, we have the verb in the infinitive form. And then take care, Kamal. That's right, it's getting cloudy. My sister has the flu, means that she's sick. And then after that, what do we have? She's doing better today. And I'm sorry to hear that. When do you use this sentence or this phrase? When you hear about something bad, or for example, when someone is sick, and I'm telling you that my sister is very sick and that she has the flu and that it's serious, you can tell me that I'm sorry to hear that. And then after this, we have the collocations. You have to memorize this. I say take a medicine, take the underground. What does it mean, the word underground? Underground, it's like a train, but much faster, like the metro. And then get a haircut, give a speech, and we said the meaning of the word speech. Take a math test, feed the birds, it means to give them food. Bake bread, meet a friend, visit a museum. And then after this, we have a conversation between Camille and Mr. Sami. We're gonna read it. We're gonna read it together. Hi, Mr. Sami. Hello, Kamal. Have a seat. Thanks. Oh, it's cold today. That's right. It's 23 degrees. Wow. Do you think it's going to rain? Maybe. It's getting cloudy. So, how is your family, Kamal? They are fine, but my sister has the flu. I'm sorry to hear that. It's not serious. She's doing better today. Good. Look, it's starting to rain. I'd better go home. Take care, Kamal. Bye, Mr. Sami. Okay, and then after this, we're gonna read this again for the second time together. It's cold today. Do you think it's going to rain? Maybe it's getting cloudy. Of course, I use all of this in order to speak about the weather. Okay, and then after this, asking about someone's family. How's your family? I'm sorry to hear that. We said that we can use this phrase when we hear about something bad or something sad. And then it's not serious. It means that it's not dangerous. She's doing better today. It means that she's doing well, she's improving, and so on. Okay, and then we're gonna answer the questions together. Okay. Hello, Kamal. Have a seat. It's cold today. It's 23 degrees. I had a bad accident. I'm dots to hear that. I'm sorry. Ali will Dot's speech today will give. Ruqayya is going to Dot's the cat's feed. And I'm going to take medicine. She visits the Egyptian museum. And then Haidel is going to Dot's a haircut. Get. It Dot's cold today. It is. And it's Dot's to rain. It's starting to rain. We had 2 dots of water, 2 bottles. My brother Dots the flu. It's not serious. Has. Okay, of course, has comes with he or she or it, and my brother equal he. So we're gonna pick has. And then Dots a letter to Emily Chen. I'm writing a letter. And then they Dots a math test. They take. Dots you take, not talk. Take a message. Can you take a message? And then okay, listen and complete. We're gonna read the whole dialogue together and then we're gonna write the answers together. How much water you have? We had 2 dots of water. Dots, many pieces of apple pie did you have? We had 2 dots of apple pie. How much water did you have? And of course, here I said did because in the answer we have the verb in the past had. We had 2 dots of water. We had 2 bottles. Dots, many pieces of apple pie did you have? How many? We had 2 pieces of apple pie. After that, moving to the following question, circle the odd word and then replace it with a correct one. Bread, visit, meet, get. Bread, play. Lion, elephant, bird, cat. Bird, dog. Train, underground, car, medicine. Medicine, taxi. Give, get, take, flu. Flew, buy. Town, tonight, today, tomorrow. Town, yesterday. Cloudy, warm, rainy, degree, degree, sunny. School, hotel, get, bank is gonna be get. And we're gonna write, for example, post office. This is homework. Okay, and we're gonna check the answers of this homework next Tuesday. And then after this, okay, look and write a paragraph of 7 sentences. Of course, I have to look at the picture first. Okay, and then after this, we're gonna start writing together. Okay. Okay. We can say that there are two people talking to each other. They are sitting on a seat. They are in the park. The old man is holding a newspaper. The young man is speaking about a sick person. Okay, the weather is cloudy and there is also a dog. Okay, so these are the sentences that we're gonna write for this paragraph. And then after this, what do we have next? Rearrange. Number one is gonna be, how is your family, Kamal? And don't forget to start the question or the sentence with a capital letter and to put a question mark at the end of the question or to put a full stop at the end of the sentence. Number two is going to be, I'm happy to hear that. You say I'm happy to hear that when you hear about something, okay, that is exciting, that is wonderful, that is amazing, okay, something good that is happening, and so on. Okay, so I'm happy to hear that. And then after this, it's getting cloudy. Is his sister sick? Okay. And then after this, okay. For today's grammar lesson, it's a very easy grammar lesson, or we're gonna talk about a very easy grammatical rule. Okay, it's about how often. How often? What do I mean by saying how often? Okay. I use this question word how often in order to ask about how many times do I do this action? How many times do I do this action? So again, the question word how often, I use it in order to ask a person about how many times does this person do this action. When I say, for example, how often do you play sports? Okay, we can say I play sports once or twice or three times, four times, five times, seven times, and so on. A day, a week, a month, a year, and so on. Okay, so as we said that, I use the question word how often in order to ask about how many times do I do this action. And okay, these are the expressions or these are the words that I can use in order to answer this question. Okay, and then after this, how often does she read? Okay, we said how often, it means how many times do you do this action. Okay, I said she reads twice a week. For example, somebody is going to answer this question saying she reads five times a week, seven times a week, nine times a week, once a week, and so on. So this is okay. This is what is the grammatical rule about. I can say once a day, twice a week, three times a month, four times a year. Here we use how often, okay, with do or does, and of course after do or does we put the verb in the infinitive form. Okay, and these are the words that I can use in order to answer this question. Once a day, twice it means two times, once it means one time, once it means one time, twice it means two times, once a day, twice a week, three times a month, four times a year, always, usually, sometimes, often, hardly, ever, never. Okay, let's read these examples together. How often do you visit the museum? I visit the museum three times a year. Okay, how often does he take medicine? He takes medicine twice a day. And then we're going to answer these questions together. Dots, do you get a sunburn? Twice a year. We said twice, it means two times. So it means that I'm asking about something or about how many times do you get a sunburn. So I'm going to say how often. And then after this, she bakes bread dots a day. Once. We said once, it means one time. And he feeds the birds twice dots a day, twice a day. And then he often dots you read, how often, how often dots you read a newspaper? We're gonna put a question mark here. How often we have you? So of course we're gonna pick do. How often do you read a newspaper? And then number 5, I dots a newspaper once a month. I read. Selma visits the museum 4 dots a year, 4 times. Hadir plays tennis dots a week, twice. Sami feeds the birds once a day. Ali visits the museum once a week. I usually take a math test once a month. How often do you read a newspaper? Actually, I said the answer. And then after this, Rudaina and Rukaya take the dots twice a day, the underground. There are 12 dots in a year, month. And then how often does he a haircut? Does he? After does or do, we put the verb in the infinitive form. How often does he get? My sister takes the medicine once a day. He gives a speech 4 times a year. Circle the odd word and then replace it with the correct one. Okay, once, twice, 3 times, friend, and we're gonna write 4 times. Bird, take, feed, get. Bird, and we're gonna write stay or run. And then math, car, bus, underground, math, and we're gonna write plane. Year, day, month, bread, and we're gonna write week. Water, bread, coffee, juice, bread, and then I'm gonna write tea. Okay, number 1, I get a haircut once a month. Number 2, how often do you give a speech? Number 3, they take the underground twice a day. Okay, and then finally, sentence number 4, may I speak to Walid? Question mark. Thank you. That's it for today.